Good evening, this is meteorologist Ryan Weekman bringing you Saturday evening's video cast, and we have plenty to look forward to here for better or for worse over the next week. We have snow chances, not only what's going on right now here across the Great Lakes as I show you a loop of some, let's say, light lake effect snow showers that affected Fremont, Sandusky, Cleveland today. Everybody saw a little bit of snow, but not really a whole lot out there to speak of. Not too unusual for the first week of March. We have more chances for snow on the way in our 7-day forecast, as well as a nice little warm-up to get to. So let's show you the water vapor loop from across the country. Plenty to look at here. First thing I want to draw your attention to is what's going on across the southeastern part of the country, right over Atlanta, an upper level system that's drawing some really cold air out of Canada, some unfortunate early spring breakers across to, let's say, Mississippi, Alabama, over towards Georgia and Florida. Going to experience one pretty chilly evening for tonight as, again, cold air moving right down the spine of the Appalachian Mountains this evening. Our next system that promises the chance to bring us snow is up here across let's say, Seattle over towards the Cascades, the Rocky Mountains, and the Pacific Northwest here. This is our system gearing up just off of shore yet this evening as of 8 o'clock. But let's get back to what's going on across the southeast. Again, some very cold air in the eastern half of the country. And watch as I put this into motion over the last few hours. The cold air expanding all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And that'll push down even into central Florida for this evening. So they're in for one unusually cold early March evening. For us, just kind of what you'd expect for the first week of March. Yeah, it's going to be cold tonight. Here's something else we're looking at. Switch things over to the model side of things. First thing that draws your attention, big piece of energy here in the Gulf of Mexico and right off the eastern seaboard. This is what's allowing all that cold air to spill down into the southeastern and Gulf states. But what we're going to be watching over the next few days is what's there across the northwestern U.S. Put it into motion here, and you see our next piece of energy there across Idaho, Montana. Here's that upper level low. Give it a few more hours here, and by Monday evening, this low is centered right over South Dakota and promises to bring some snow to Minnesota, the Dakotas, Iowa, over towards Illinois, even as far south as Missouri. What happens here across the southern Great Lakes is a little bit more in question. We'll have some dry air off of Lake Erie, and these systems tend to transfer a lot of their energy off to the east coast pretty quick. So we're going to watch the trends over the next few model runs closely, and this could end up being a pretty good clipper system for parts of the Midwest that haven't seen a lot of snow, and for us, we could be included on that. Something we're going to keep an eye on. Here's another view of things. This is from the NAM forecast model. Basically, this is showing what radar should look like at any given time. This is 7 o'clock this evening, and it shows the light snow showers across the eastern half of the Ohio Valley over towards, let's say, Ontario into the northeast. And here's that next system across the Rocky Mountain West. We'll put this into motion towards Monday, and you notice chances for snow and rain stringing as far south as Tennessee, north all the way into Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Continue to put it into motion. Here's our chance for snow in Chicago as early as 7 a.m. Tuesday into the evening hours, more likely for us. It's a very thin line of snow, and a lot of models have this a little bit further south, and even a few miles shift will make a big difference in this one before, again, it shifts a lot of its energy off the east coast. But certainly bears watching. I think most of northern Ohio and southern Michigan will at least see snow out of this. The heavier accumulations may end up staying south, let's say from Chicago to Peoria, all the way to Indianapolis and maybe Cincinnati to Dayton. But something we're going to watch before warmer air does move in. Here's our 7-day forecast on ToledoNewsNow.com. Chance for snow Tuesday. Again, we're going to keep that chance relatively low right now just because of that eastern dry air that may get drawn into the system. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, there's that warm-up all the way from the 40s into the 50s potentially for next weekend. Whew, that sounds kind of nice after the back-to-normal winter we've had this year. Pretty chilly out there. All right, if you guys don't know already, I'm on Google+, on Twitter, and of course on Facebook here. Always trying to answer questions. I have a 7-day forecast always posted at the top of my Facebook page on here. I'm posting all sorts of weather information. So head on over there, give me a like, meteorologist Ryan Weekman, and we'll chat more on there. I hope you have a great weekend.